Hey everyone, my name is Marta and this is a simple breathwork session designed to bring you out of your sympathetic nervous system and ground you down into your parasympathetic nervous system. So that's your rest and digest state. So it's a perfect state for you to be in just before you go to bed or on your lunch break at work, or to start your day in a really relaxed mindset. This is going to help you manage stress, lower cortisol. It can even be a great practice to support reduction of stress in the nervous system or an inflamed nervous system. So this can really help aid in any type of recovery, stress recovery, or any mysterious chronic pain that you might have. This could be a great way to add into your daily routine to add more relaxation and ease so that your body doesn't feel so tense or bracing for impact. You can train your nervous system to allow itself to relax, or even just remind yourself that it's okay to relax. So I really hope this is beneficial for you, and let's get started. The intention of this practice isn't to force the body out of pain. It is to sit, find comfort, and experience some gentle movement. So you can join me on the mat. You're just finding a comfortable position, and we're just centering into the space. Today we're working with our breath, and we'll be changing into a few different positions that are comfortable and easy to access. Just want to remind you that if you need to come out of any pose, you're certainly welcome to do that. And you can just come back to focusing on your breath, or simply lying flat in Savasana is a great way to just relax, find calm once again. So you can come onto your back. Just take your time. We're moving very gently and intentionally throughout all of these movements. And just feel free to ease in and really take your time with each movement here. So let's come down onto our back. We can keep our knees bent, and we're just slowly relaxing the head onto the earth. Just find that comfortable position where your sit bones are evenly placed, your spine is centered along the mat, and your head is relaxed. Let's bring our feet into a grounded position. They can be about hip width distance apart, or if you're more comfortable, you can take them as wide as your mat. And just allow your knees to gently knock together or softly touch together. Now, if you're comfortable, softly soften your eyes. Just close your eyes gently. And without forcing any breath or any movement, just allow your body to sink in to the floor. Let the weight of your body be supported by the floor. You can take your hands and softly rest them with the palm facing upward, just by your side, and gently begin a breath in through the nose. And let's exhale, softly sigh it out. Once again, inhale through the nose and softly sigh it out. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, just as shallow or as deeply as you'd like. And exhale, sigh. 2 more times. There's no destination, no limit. Just find what works for you. Let's make this your last exhale, sighing it out. You can either leave your hands here or take the right hand to your belly, left hand to the base of your ribs. We're going to inhale for 4 counts through the nose. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, and exhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. As you inhale, let's imagine your belly expanding, pushing towards your hand gently and expanding out to the side. And as you exhale, there's a gentle release of the air. As you inhale, 2, 3, let's soften the jaw. And as you exhale, soften the shoulders. Let's inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Let's take 3 more cycles of breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Just release that diaphragmatic breath and return to your natural breathing for one simple moment. Notice how you feel. Notice any tension in the body and simply let it go. Sink deeper into your mat. On every inhale and every exhale. Upon your next inhale, let's lift the belly to the hand And on your next exhale, we're going to engage the belly button to the spine and gently tilt the pelvis towards your heart. Almost like you're zipping up a pair of jeans here. And on your exhale, we're releasing the pelvis back to that neutral position. So the inhale is a contraction and the exhale is a release. Take that inhale now through the nose. Tilt your pelvis towards you and flatten the back against your mat. And exhale, releasing everything now. Inhale, tilting the pelvis gently. Expanding the belly. And exhale, flattening back to that neutral position. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath here. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. You can keep the knees tapped together or a little release is fine. And exhale, returning back to that neutral position. And just release the hands back down to your side. Release any control over the breath. Returning back to that natural breath cycle. And just notice how you feel. Notice any shifts. Notice weightlessness in the body. In a moment, we're going to turn on our side and we're just going to ease into the position using our breath. On your next inhale, we're preparing. And exhale, slowly lower your leg and gently twist over to the side. Use your hands to push you up into a seated position. And then we're simply transferring over into our cat and cow. So just making sure that we're finding an even position on either side of our limbs. So our hands are pressed firmly down into the mat. Our shoulders are just above the wrists and knees just under our hips. So we're going to take an inhale, expand the chest, drop the belly to the earth, gently lift the chin. And exhale, bring the chin towards your heart. Curl the hips up and under and send your spine up to the sky. Just remember there's no race and there's nowhere to be. There's no destination. And there's no limit. Inhale, opening the chest, lifting the chin, extending the tailbone up to the sky. And exhale, tucking the tailbone, pulling the belly button up to the spine gently, tucking the chin, the center of your spine up to the sky. Let's take 3 more rounds. Inhale, lifting the chin, opening the chest forward, lifting the tailbone. Exhale, release back down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, last one. And returning back to that neutral position in tabletop. Now sending the hips back towards the heels, lengthening out in the arms. We're going to come into child's pose now. So if you do have a bolster handy or a blanket, you can definitely use either of those. If you have a blanket, you can fold it a few times in half and then just place it between your legs. So you want to send your legs a little bit wider than, or as wider than the mat, and just tuck the blanket underneath your belly for support here. But if you are a bit more inclined, you can use your bolster. So you just place in the bolster lengthways down the mat and tuck it in between your legs here. So we're just finding that nice, relaxed, supported position in child's pose. And we're just taking our time to breathe through this movement here. So hips are resting on the heels, knees are as wide as your mat, but there's no limit here. So you can come closer in together or wider out. It's really choose your own adventure. So we're gently exhaling as we slowly come down, bringing our belly and our chest to the bolster. We're extending the left hand out as far as it can go and the right hand out as far. I like to softly place my cheek on the mat and just soften down, let gravity do the work. And your breath can really help you to get more out of this pose. So as you inhale, you're expanding the belly. You're expanding forward down to the earth. You're expanding outward to either sides of the room, and your back is expanding up to the sky. And as you exhale, you're releasing the weight in your hands. You're releasing the weight in your hips. You're releasing the weight in your head. Just remind yourself that it's okay to sit still. It's okay to relax. Remind your body that you are safe. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath here together. We're going to take 4 counts inhale through the nose and 6 counts exhale through the nose. This will allow you to sink deeper into that parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest state. Join me now. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And simply notice how you feel. Notice any tension. And simply let it go. On your next exhale, press your hands into the floor and gently rise on up to a seated position. Push the blanket or your bolster away from you now. And we're going to sit back onto our sit bones. And we're just bringing the sit bones back into the center of the mat. And we're finding that beautiful position we all know and love, Savasana. If you are feeling a bit chilly or you want an extra bit of weight on your body, you can take a blanket and bring it over your thighs or your chest. Today I'm just going to relax back into Shavasana now, so my hips are evenly distributed onto the earth. My spine is long and my shoulders are easing down into the earth. Just placing the blanket over my hips to create an extra little bit of safety and coziness for my hips. If this is a little bit painful, or there's a little bit of tension in the hip flexors, the lower back, or the hamstrings, you can take another blanket and roll it up under your knees, or you can gently place the bolster under your knees. So we're just going to let the hands relax down by your side and softly close the eyes if you feel the desire. Breathing through the nose. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale through the nose for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's repeat 3 more times. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just simply notice your breath. Notice the air coming in on the inhale. And notice the air going out on the exhale. Notice the tranquility. Notice the comfort. Notice the ease. The pain may still be there, but you found some comfort. And some relaxation. Just start to bring a little bit of movement into the fingertips and into the toes. And take your hands, cross them over your body, give yourself a little hug. And say thank you for taking the time for this little session. On your next inhale, we're preparing to turn onto your side. And exhale, pressing over, bringing your knee up into the side. Hands to the earth, press off the floor. And coming back into that seated position. Just moving nice and slowly. There's no rush, no destination. Simply sitting here. Let's take a gentle inhale. Bring the hands above the head. Hands to heart, and exhale down. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for giving yourself a nervous system reset.